number 3, the Leader of the Opposition, David Shearer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Prime Minister, does he stand by his statement, National will deliver a strong and stable government?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I stand by my full statement that National will deliver a strong and stable government and build a stronger economy with less debt and more jobs.
The Leader of the Opposition. Order, I want to hear the Leader of the Opposition.
Does he believe the claim by the co-leader of the support party that his recent comments were insulting and dissing the Waitangi Tribunal, and is this helping him to deliver on his promise of a strong and stable government?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, no, I don't agree that those comments were in that nature, but what I do agree with is that the Maori Party in government with National has provided a great addition to the government. I think they've been very strong. I think they've delivered great measures. And actually, no wonder the Maori members of the Labour caucus are so embarrassed, because they've achieved nothing compared to what the Maori Party have in their government.
The Leader of the Opposition.
In light of that answer, does he believe his description of his meeting with the Maori Party tonight as a regular one matches that of the Maori Party, which says walking away from its relationship with the government is something we'll have to consider after the meeting? And is it possible the government split has these sorts of meetings regularly when dealing with the support parties?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we do have regular meetings with our partners, but at least the advantage for National is that we've got people who actually want to work with us as opposed to the Labour Party.
The Leader of the Opposition.
The Prime Minister, if John Banks is charged with electoral fraud, will he stand him down as Minister?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member's asking a hypothetical question. Let's be honest, the only person that's going to end up in court is Trevor Mallard.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Prime Minister.
Order. 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 The Leader of the Opposition.
Hypothetically then, to the Prime Minister, if one of his ministers is charged with fraud, would he stand them down as Minister because they violate his ethical standards which he stood up for?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member's asking hypothetical questions, and I don't answer hypothetical questions.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I think that was actually a...
Is this a point of order?
Yes, point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, the Leader of the Opposition.
I did actually flag that that was a hypothetical question, and I was genuinely interested. I was genuinely interested in whether the Prime Minister would apply that standard to his own ethical standards.
It's quite a tricky one, this one, because the members will know that hypothetical questions, we can't actually insist ministers answer hypothetical questions. I accept that on this occasion the member was testing a principle, but I can't really force a Prime Minister or a Minister to answer a hypothetical question, because it's a matter that may or may not occur, and it's a difficult one. The member is entitled to ask the question, and the public can judge the answer that's given, but I can't insist on a specific answer to a hypothetical question. The Leader of the Opposition.
Does he believe he is delivering strong and stable government when one of his support partners is threatening to walk away and another could be charged by the police?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, again, the member's making assumptions I don't think he should make, But, Mr. Speaker, let me say this. We have been in government now for the better part of nearly 4 years. In that time, I think New Zealanders are taking great confidence that we have strong and stable government, that we have a strong agenda for New Zealand, that we are delivering economic growth as we've seen. And with the greatest respect, if anyone thinks Labour and the Greens is going to be strong and stable government, they better think again.
Question number 4, Dr. Jian Yang.